Hi. So I've got a new Game Boy Music commission that I am just starting, and I figured I might try to just sort of like go through the process while I am recording and see what I come up with, see if there's anything that can be learned from this. If you're watching this and you have any questions about what I'm doing, please like just ask. I might not commentate everything that I'm doing, but hopefully, I don't know, something is learned from this. Um, oh, right, I've got to make sure I load up the template first and save as this. Okay. Pretty sure my mic is not too powerful or too quiet. Anyways, I do this a lot. Anyway. Okay, but what if that was slower or more? What if I? Yeah, that's what I want, I guess. I hate to copy the other song I wrote that's kind of like got the same chord progression with the square, the Hell Bells song, but yeah, like that. Kinda, so I might split those two ideas into their own patterns. So at the 20 mark, cut that, add over here. Oh, okay, now it's sort of sinister, clowny almost. When it just sort of doesn't resolve, kind of. I don't know. Cut. No, wait, I didn't want to do that. Copy. Da, 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 da. Yeah, chromaticism. I should make octave jumps. The octave jump might be too strange. I could do note cuts instead. Oh, okay, it doesn't sound as bad as I thought it did. Yeah. sounds like I'm covering a Kiss song or something. There's just something about it that makes it feel like impossible to like I might just run with this idea just in case it's useful later on. 5, also no more of that. No, 4. Alright. Not too loud. No, it's too slow if I want to change it to power through. Oh. I could do that. Pretend. We're at speed 5? Alright. I think it's Alt F4 to copy, yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. What if I move everything up a little bit? Yeah, only because I want to let that tonal shift of the kick drum, maybe? If I just mute that. Oh, that sounds more like a snare anyways. I kind of E8. I've never used panning really on songs, but I kind of want to try it this time around. I think I've kind of decided with the song that this is not going to be what I do for the commission. Where is that? Is it option? Yeah, E8 panning. Okay, cool. E8, isn't it? 0? Yeah. Then it's really noticeable. FG. If this is only at volume 8, what does that sound like? Oh, that's super good. And it's even at 10. Okay, yeah, let's do that. It'll be super kind of loud in the tracker if I don't set these fake volume settings with it. They get deleted in conversion anyways, but I can also just remove them later if I'm paranoid. It's just so cute. Like, now that that the preview sounds really good, it's just so cute. Like, I don't know. I'm working with really small numbers for the noise channel because it's bad to plan so much volume detail in the noise channel when the noise channel can easily just end up being like too loud. In fact, like I'm already like making a mistake by not testing this earlier, but I'm just confident about how it'll kind of work out. Usually 10 is really not a bad value for the noise channel. It just is really easy to overpower the whole mix if you're not careful. I want it to be like 2 shorts. Oh, it's still at 10, so I could actually do just that and make it even shorter. Boo boo shik, boo boo da da da. Maybe. Yeah, it even sounds like it was intentional. See, yeah, okay. This is on the downbeat. I don't want that to wait too long. Kind of. Well, it's gonna get cut off by the downbeat anyway. Right, let's go up here. Oh, I didn't set the speed on this song. I can just fix that really quick. Well, I don't need that. Oh, what have I done? Oh, that's okay. Delete. Because I can set it here. It's okay. 5. Can we make it slower? Okay. Snare drum roll. Okay, that's pretty good. I could even make this easier to hear with like dun 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 dun. One, 2, and 3. Oh, Tab does that in Milky Tracker and I never bothered to look. Wow. I'm so used to arrow key spam. I don't know, I swear that's not how it works in regular Milky Tracker. Whatever. 1C, EC, 110. No. Yeah, like that. Copy. Alt F5 to paste in fast tracker mode. colon into and. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Everything is just bells and hell. Do I really want that idea? Maybe if I give it another shot, like da da da. That's much more conventional. Oh, and then I could da, da. Was hoping more like faster, almost kind of like Funky Town's bass line, but then like condensed to do more like arpeggios between all the high notes, like I guess so. No. Next octave. Alright, that's pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna add in the... Okay, when I press that button. 8. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe. We'll have to see. I don't want to predict it too much. Same note, no. Same note again. I think 7 was my best bet. Yeah. Oh, nice. Let's see. Making those with arps is really funny. That's awesome. Really quiet so that these only show up as. I'll just keep it simple for now. Well, I just love the way it turns out. Should I? Maybe. Maybe. EC0, spine in the tracker. Yeah, that's better for fewer, like, confusing overlapping tones. It does mean I could do a bass line on the downbeat with this channel and still have 3 left over for something. Maybe. Like F, what am I invoking here? F over with an extra 9? Like, so that 5 is not being played by anything, but what if the down here, lower, 2, 5? No. It sounds hollow when I do that. I don't like that. If I went... That sounds incomplete. Listen to that aliasing, so nice. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. That was not intentional. Oops. I might take a break here. Dinner's probably happening soon, but I like where this is going. I feel like this has been pretty sufficient at showing my process, but I haven't been talking about it a whole lot. If I can try to summarize what I've just done here. So more specifically, I thought I just like had some notes playing on the keyboard for fun, and then I thought like, wait, if we go to the lower registers, just play rhythms. Okay, maybe that could be something. Wrote down those notes, found it was too fast, put spaces between them so I can add more detail if I want to, like echoes. Kept it going, tried to think of other ways I could expand on the idea, like always add new notes and always expand the idea to wind up with like more interesting chord progressions. This chord progression is pretty straightforward, but it does have that chromatic movement in the bass, the da da da, or later on something. I don't know. I went to town with the drums just for fun because I thought like, oh, I have a drum beat in my mind for this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that up, but okay, this part that I put in the noise channel, this is basically me just needing a metronome, but not just needing to hear it, but to see how it visually represents the grid. Because I know that these numbers are here, but to be able to hear this going on and to be able to pinpoint that in terms of like, okay, this is what I hear in my head, da, da, da. So then how do I convey that if I can't hear where that pulse is? So this is why I put this metronome here. I'm not actually going to put it in the final song, or if I do, then it's going to be like for some sort of quiet like hi-hat only part. Here. I just went to town. So, I mean, let's take this to just the first channel. Same thing, just like keep picking notes, keep it interesting, and you know, keep it interesting. But for this, I did want that octave jump, so the same note just twice over, like low high, low high, low high, low high. I earlier mentioned like Funky Town because that was the song I was thinking of when I was like wanting to write this part. So. And then I thought, wouldn't it be fun to like throw in some arpeggios at the high notes? And the reason why I wanted to put the bass in here and not in channel 3 is because I found the overlapping notes of the arpeggio made the song feel really dense and kind of hard to pick up. If this was repeating like a billion times over, I might kind of keep it, but it might also seem a bit annoying because there's all these extra like notes that are hanging around. I could actually redo this pattern when it's finished with a version that doesn't have the bass, that just lets these arp notes ring out. I might put that as a note to myself in the samples about... but my face cam is covering this up. Yeah, Milky Tracker could really use like a comments section. Make a variation without channel 2's baseline. Alright. So now I have this note to self, and it's about pattern 2, channel 2. Alright. Probably will not forget that. This is my note. I'll just try to slide that in. Yeah, it's probably that's not the exact way I had it. It would just sort of be going through and cleaning up like what I intended to finish with this, with the bass line. I'm just kind of out of it now. I'm trying to wrap things up. I kind of saw this as like a chorus kind of moment, like, I don't know, you'd find it in a Kiss song, in an AC/DC song. That's why I wanted that drum beat to be so heavy and so like very specific, because I felt like it suited the genre best. It's kind of funky, it's kind of trippy, but I think there's some leeway allowed in how you interpret drumming genres when all you have to work with are these noise sounds. It's going to get a lot more modular when like we upgrade to UGE tracker, huge tracker, but I kind of like the limitation of using just these sounds and trying to combine them by like putting different instruments on different rows. I only know how to do like what's probably going to work because I'm more or less used to how these noise presets sound. But also thinking like, okay, I want to establish this rhythm and I want to show this by like, let's say, so I had 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 1. So I don't want to cross this over into like drum lesson territory because that's my other job, but having this little like extra at the very end kind of gives it more of like a texture, kind of like you heard the kick drum go like boom, and that there's even some space after the kick drum between the kick drum and the white noise to sort of give it the feeling like it's punching through maybe like a limiter, like boom, and it's sort of compressing the other surrounding sound, like the tail of that kick drum. I think that makes it a little more effective sometimes. I don't think that's really what I accomplished with this, but that was the intent, and what I ended up getting was sort of like a do shikada, like kick shikada with the open hi-hat. And I knew that if I just used 14 here, it might sound a bit cliche and not as impactful because it's just the same sound that I was playing before but louder. If I interrupt it with a different sound, then it sounds more like kind of organic. But I wanted to keep that tail, the quieter 14, in there to make sure that it was still recognizably the same sound. The tone had just sort of shifted from the impact being so strong. Plus B is just kind of like louder than 14 in the emulator for some reason. It's same with like C is the quietest noise in the emulator using this old GBT Player method, so. I kind of want to change this up, but I don't want to dive too deeply into details that won't really matter if I end up not using this drum beat, or even if I just don't use this song for something. Other than educational purposes, of course, because I'm recording this video. It's frightening. Sorry if my faces end up being a bit frightening. That's just like how I react to surprising stuff. Oh. Like, honestly, I kind of want to, like, go from, just to really emphasize how important that crazy amount of, like, time change, the chord changes are. F6. F7. 8. Really long. The fermato's gotta last a long time. Oh, and then we can do an intermediate sort of. One, two, three, four. And then 2, 4. What was in the previous? F2 as a square wave. I'll keep that the same. No, I'll keep that. I'll put that here. F2. Is that? Yeah, like that. I did. Is sort of how I wanted it to come out of that slow part. Da da da. 1, 2. And then it's gonna cut off it. Da, da. 1 and 2. Da, da, da. I have to speed it up again. I'm gonna. I was right the first time. Yeah, there we go. Faster. Faster. And then I can do new baseline. Da da da. Oh, but now I've got to use the noise channel. Oh, that's a good bass line. Wow, okay. That'd be cute. Just a good old diminished out of nowhere. I think that's a diminished. Let me hope that the... Ooh, where did I go? Oh, I gotta... Dum. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I'll probably come back to this later, but I'm having a lot of fun writing this song. So far, it's not like super condensed of like this is what I can do in one pattern. I still want to make it like palatable and still understandable when listened to. I can always add in gratuitous detail to the structure later once I feel like the whole thing is complete and satisfying. But this is sort of where I am with a song and sort of my usual method of like creating a song. You'll notice that the song is not done in terms of its structure. I don't even totally know where it's going. There's a huge tempo change in there, and quite honestly, it's just kind of, I'm rolling with it. I'm having a lot of fun. This is just sort of how I do composing for Game Boy. I make a lot of attempts at songs for commissions that never turn out to be like thematically suitable for the games. So I kind of sometimes keep these songs in the back corner just in case somebody like wants to use them. I have uploaded some of these onto the GBT community assets, or the GB Studio community assets, but I could since do my share and upload a few more of those with the release of this video. In any case, if you found this useful at all, congratulations. If you've got any questions, do ask me like anything. I can give you some keyboard shortcuts. I'm using the Fast Tracker 2 keyboard shortcuts, stuff that uses like Alt F3, Alt F4 to cut and copy, Alt F5 to paste. But for the most part, this is like how my process looks, and it might hopefully, you know, if it inspires you, that's fantastic. If it teaches you anything, that's also fantastic. I did not use Milky Tracker's abilities to its full extent, but maybe I will get to that in a future continuation of this song. Anyway, but thanks so much for watching me make this song, making this song with me, if you want to call it that, and take care.